Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, let's talk about Call of Duty World War II. I have a lot of stuff to see and figure out about World War II, so this is going to be kind of an ignorant first impressions video, but I think I've developed enough of a taste to say that I am cautiously optimistic. And we're going to start with what I like, what I dislike, everything. First of all, this game looks freaking beautiful. It is stunning. I mean, it's gorgeous, and I never knew that I wanted World War II in such high definition and such crisp, clean, and just beautiful graphics, but man, this is beautiful. Gameplay's beautiful. That multiplayer trailer is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. What I like most about it is that it doesn't look like a Treyarch game, and it doesn't look like an Infinity Ward game. It looks like a Sledgehammer game, which is really nice. They're developing their own art style. First of all, let me say this, there are a bunch of YouTubers and there's a whole big bandwagon of people saying Call of Duty's back, Call of Duty saved. Let me say this, just Call of Duty is more than a time period, alright? People saying, big YouTubers saying, oh, Call of Duty's back, we're back to Call of Duty, it's revived again. That means diddly squat to me, because the time period doesn't matter, alright? What matters is game mechanics. Game mechanics matter to me. I want Call of Duty to be my smart, strategic, first-person shooter multiplayer game. Period. That's it. If you can do that and have it be in the far future, I don't care. If you do that and have it be in, ancient times, I don't care. You can do that if you figure out a way to do that, but hey, I just want that style of gameplay. And there are certain things about this game that do that. For example, boots on the ground. I think that's fantastic. I think that's going to do a whole lot for the franchise. I think that's going to do a whole lot for Call of Duty. I think a lot of people are going to not like it because it's slow and it's boring and it's not the ADD jetpacking around that people like and want for some strange reason. But to that extent, let's also talk about the map design, because map design is also very huge. If you have boots on the ground gameplay and stupid simplistic 3-route maps, then I'm not going to like your gameplay because there's no flanking routes. I love flanking. I love taking the route less traveled. But the thing is, if you want to flank, if you want to take the route less traveled, the pacing of the gameplay is going to be slow by default, because there's going to be areas of the map where people aren't ever going to go except for the people who try to flank and try to outmaneuver people. And that's a lot of slow-paced issues that people don't like. A lot of people, when they praise a Call of Duty, they're like, oh, it's so fast. I hate that. I hate when people just say, oh, there's always stuff going on, so chaotic. It's like, no, I want to be able to control the pacing. If I get in here and it's boots on the ground, which is fantastic, but if it's still those simplistic maps that I can't flank and I'm always fighting somebody in a 50-50 gunfight, I'm not gonna like this game. I've heard a lot of people praise the sound design, and while I do listen to it, I'm like, yeah, the explosions sound cool, the guns sound cool from a distance. If I can't hear footsteps, I don't believe you. I don't believe that it's good sound design, because if you want to truly immerse me, let me hear footsteps. And from the gameplay that I've seen, there's been a whole lot of YouTubers just throw up gameplay, and I haven't been able to hear footsteps. I haven't been able to sound horror, which is a humongous negative in my opinion, because hey, it's like taking away my minimap and saying, here, try to be good without your minimap. It's like, no, I need to hear footsteps. I feel like I make this video every year. This is definitely a video I make every single year about footsteps, map design, and pacing, and flanking, and that sort of thing. But hey, that's what I want in Call of Duty, and I'm going to keep on preaching it until I get it. One huge thing that I do think Sledgehammer knocked out of the park is going to be the Create a Class system. I watched exclusive Ace's video on it, and it looks like, from the layout of it, it looks like sort of a more restricted version of the Call of Duty 4 up to Modern Warfare 3 style Create a Class system. Granted, you can only, divisions, the thing that divisions do is they restrict certain perks to certain weapons, and they restrict, you can only have 2 assault rifles, 2 SMGs, 2 LMGs, 2 snipers, and 2 shotguns in your Create a Class slots. Which is kind of weird, but I really like how they're doing it, because it's not like the pick 10 system, it's something where you just get 3 little perks, I'll guess. You get like a division attachment sort of thing with your weapon. You get a division specific perk, which you can only have with your division, with your whatever weapon you're using, AR, SMG, LMG, that sort of thing. And then you get 1 perk that you as a character gets universally, no matter what weapon you're using, which I think is fantastic. I love that we're going back to simpler times with this sort of created class system, and I think it's going to be beneficial for Call of Duty for sure, at least in some way. Now, unfortunately, we still have the UAV, and unfortunately, the Ghost perk only works when you're moving, so the ADD stupid people have finally won their victory, because apparently, if you're not moving in Call of Duty, you're a nasty camper, and you can't play good, and just a bunch of stupid stuff. That's the stupidest thing about the Call of Duty community. The fact that if you're not moving, they think you're this evil witch that should be penalized for camping, you evildoer. It's the stupidest thing. I'm not camping, I'm holding down map control, you moron. But anyway, getting away from that, one of the things that I haven't heard anybody talk about is that there is finally no more stupid gimme free handout stupid specialists. And my oh my, I am just overjoyed at that. You know, I watched the flamethrower and I was like, that looks overpowered, that looks like the specialist. And then I was like, wait a minute, there's no specialist. At least from what I've seen, I haven't seen any sort of specialist meter in the bottom right hand corner that fills up, that lets you have an overpowered. That is fantastic. I'm so happy. Granted, it is restricted. We don't have the best system, the Call of Duty Ghost system with kill streaks and stuff, but man, oh man, I'm excited for no more specialists in Call of Duty. That is going to be great. But overall, it still looks like Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty in World War II. It's kind of a restricted version of Call of Duty. It's Sledgehammer does this really good job of doing little things that innovate the franchise, like the suppressors on the SMGs that you can take on and off. It's a little idea like that, where it's nothing like the suppressor is nothing new, but the ability to take it on and off is new, and I like that, and I'm really excited to see the little nuances of that from Sledgehammer. But at the end of the day, it still kind of looks like it has the potential to be the lag compensatey, the simplistic 3-route mappy, and the no footsteps camper, anti-camper sort of Call of Duty franchise title that we know and I hate. So there's potential for this to be really good, and a lot of potential for this to be just another horrible Black Ops 2. Which way is it gonna go? I don't know. We'll figure out in November. So that's kind of my thoughts on Call of Duty. I am sort of, if you can't tell, a little bit broken, a little bit hurt by Call of Duty, just because I've put a lot of time and energy and effort into this, and they have kind of changed it into something that I don't particularly like anymore. But we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.